America's green infrastructure boom is triggering the largest upfront energy shock in modern history. Not in the future, but right now. And we'll go over it in 5 sections. Today's the 14th day of February 2026. I'm Justin McShane. Thanks for spending part of your day with us at Geopolitics Unplugged.com. Here's your deep dive. Section 1, the myth. America's infrastructure rebuild does not begin with efficiency. It begins with consumption, and lots of it. The dominant story says that this is a smooth transition. Smarter grids, they say, cleaner transport, resilient supply chains, long-term savings. That story is wrong. Rebuilding roads, bridges, ports, transmission fabs, and logistics centers requires a massive front-end loaded surge before any efficiency dividends appear. The energy transition doesn't arrive gradually. It arrives as a shock. Section 2, the physical reality. In 2026, Alexis de Tocqueville's volcano metaphor feels uncomfortably accurate. The Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act set off the largest physical reconstruction of the U.S. economy since the mid-20th century. Hundreds of billions of dollars is now flowing into concrete, steel, asphalt, substations, and transmission lines. Every dollar deployed today pulls dense, dispatchable, fossil-embedded energy into the present tense. This isn't ideological, it's temporal. Energy demands spike now. Promised savings arrive years later, if they do at all. Section 3, the ledger, the numbers that matter. Let's strip away all the narrative and rebuild that ledger. A single mile of road construction or resurfacing consumes about 177 to 180 megawatt hours once you count in both the direct and indirect energy costs. Scale that across the IIJA road pipeline, you're looking at 35 million megawatt hours. That's nearly 1% of our annual consumption just to rebuild roads. And roads are only the visible tip. Bridges, steel, concrete, transmission line, substations. Energy intensity varies by region and process, but these ranges are conservative, mid-case assumptions based on current construction and materials data. The math holds. Section 4, why renewables can't power the build. Here's the part that no one wants to say out loud, and it's important. So are you listening? Construction energy cannot be renewable-led. Steel production still burns coal and fossil fuel-backed electricity. Cement kilns still require extreme heat. Asphalt is petroleum-derived and energy-intensive. Now add reshoring. Take TMSC's Arizona Fab. Each major Fab phase alone consumes hundreds of thousands of megawatt hours before a single chip is produced. That's construction energy, not operations, not demand growth, just the build. Transmission to enable renewables requires the same dense power it's supposed to replace. And that's the paradox. Section 5, the temporal trap. And this is the real failure mode. Energy demand peaks before energy supply is ready. Grid modernization competes with the very things it's meant to enable. AI data centers, EV manufacturing, semiconductor fabs, electrification, all drawing from the same constrained system. The illusion is that this transition is net saving. The reality is that timing breaks the system. Ignore it, and you get volatility, outages, stalled reshoring, and strategic failure by consequence, not by ideology. Here's the conclusion. The upfront energy cost is not a flaw in the system. It is the system. Ignore it, and the transition doesn't get cleaner. It gets fragile. And that's your deep dive. 15,000 plus people follow it at geopoliticsunplugged.com every day. And you should too. Hey, look, we do this every week. sometimes more than just once per week. We have the rapid read every day. Click subscribe to join us so every time you're in the know. See you next time. Cheers.